Your voice, your community station. You are listening to IPL Radio.
You're on Up Late with Evan and Nate.
Here on IPL Radio.
Quality content.
Top tier. Alright, back with the weekly update.
With Evan and Nate.
Yeah, here on IPL Radio.
We got it right again. Yes,
we're getting
excellent.
it good now, yeah.
Brilliant.
So yeah, before the break, we were just finishing and recapping.
On that new Velma series for HBO Max.
Yeah.
And how people don't really like change, but sometimes change can be good for you.
Yeah, so that brings us to our next segment where, speaking of change, like, what's your thoughts on AI making art?
AI art. Oh, that's a good one. See, I feel like it has its place, and it will only get more improved as things go, just like a lot of things.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll fully ever take away from human creativity, because as cool as AI generated art is, it's never gonna be able to get that human spirit, that human touch that a lot of art from humans can create.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I like that it's cool to play around with it and just, like for me, I've randomly just typed in like Alice Cooper in Wonderland and stuff like that. There's some cool stuff, kind of freaky, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And
speaking of which, have you ever heard of those Facebook groups? They're really silly, like same photo of Jim Carrey every day.
Yeah.
So, in speaking of AI generated art, I have a bit of a crazy mind. So I was thinking to myself, the most polar opposite things and putting them together.
Yeah.
So my experience with AI generated art started with me typing in rainbow unicorn, Princess Jim Carrey.
Oh no.
And this is what it came up with.
Oh, I think you actually showed me that.
Yeah. So to describe it, it is basically Jim Carrey with his classic iconic smile, with rainbow pink and purple unicorn ears with slight pink horns coming out, and then it's like some purple sky background. It is amazing.
It is so brilliant.
That's what I mean by AI generated art will always have its place, but it'll never replace the full creativity of humans.
Yeah, now, so what do you think of, like, people using that instead of actual artists? So there's a bit of a debate on Twitter in parts that I've heard of from the grapevine, where people are not liking people who use AI generated stuff, and they feel like that they're going to take over actual artists doing commissions.
Yeah, so that's a part of the transitioning. That's happening in all industries. They're creating McDonald's now with fully robotic service. Yeah, which sounds cool, but in reality, all it's doing is making the big giant corporations more money, and losing money for the employees that would regularly be employed there. So if they're losing their jobs, then what other jobs will be lost with the rise of AI and machines? And
well, I don't think artists will completely lose. Like, so AI is learning from artists, but I don't think AI will ever be strong enough to completely 100% do everything and do like small changes and all of that.
I agree.
And so yeah, I don't know. I think it's fun. I think it would be cool to just have. I mean, the only thing we can see is in the future, right? Like,
let's see. AI is an algorithmic thing. It's how it works. It has to have the knowledge base to be able to do what it does. So if you're going to type your name into AI upscaling,
Yeah.
Like, I didn't use my brand name or anything. I just typed my name in.
Yeah.
And you can think of how many people have the same name as me, right? And the same name as you.
Of course.
And it didn't know. So the faces it created in its AI art are blurry. They're inconsistent because it's going by the knowledge it has on the algorithm.
Yeah, exactly.
And it doesn't know which one of me it's trying to create there. So it puts a bit of every one of us in there.
Yeah.
And it doesn't know. Whereas when I did the Jim Carrey one, well, his brand and his image is so well known that it knows what to base it on. So it really, if you commission someone who can see you and know what you want, they're more likely to do a better job. So I don't think it'll forever take away the money of the artists that need that income, but it will sort of put a bit of a dent in creativity.
Yeah. I think so too. I mean, it's there's always going to be things that will be tarnished, right?
Yeah.
There's always going to be things that will, It all depends on stuff. Like, people are trying to make things easier and cheaper.
And the thing is, people are always going to go towards the cheaper option and the easiest option.
Yeah.
If that's AI typing in a bunch of words and then you get something in 10 minutes, or paying someone $300 and waiting 3 weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, which one are the people going to go for? How many people still write letters and send it in the post?
Not that
compared
many.
to people that just email. And even then, how many people email as opposed to Facebook Messenger or WhatsApp or Snapchat, you know?
I mean, it's in the name as well, instant messaging. Like, people want it quick. They don't want to waste time. So, but I don't know.
But the post office still exists. I mean, it may not be for posting as many letters these days.
Oh, no, not letters, but like, that's how I get stuff from the internet. That's how I get stuff from friends.
So it'll come to a point where we adapt. I think we adapt to what's coming, and whether we can fully see what that looks like yet, I'm not sure.
I don't know. I reckon we have to just play it by ear, and hopefully, I don't know, we don't get overrun by the AI overlords, but
they'll be. Have you seen that movie from last year, The Matrix?
I haven't seen the new. I haven't seen the new one actually.
I seen it like yesterday again, and it's pretty good. Like it doesn't actually destroy the original trilogy. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
But it does play on it and sort of almost alt universe.
Yeah.
So it's
I
really
like
cool.
that kind of stuff. There's so many movies because I've been out of the loop of movies for a very long time.
Yeah.
I
didn't know that one was out. I'm pretty sure I've seen it already, but I was like, oh yeah, that's right. A few weeks ago that was like new.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So let's play some tunes real quick, and then we'll be back. And then
We've got a word from our sponsors coming up.
Oh yeah, we have a couple more words from our sponsors. That's something I keep on forgetting to mention. But thank you, people who have sponsored this radio station. So, but yeah, let's all aboard.
All aboard, Crazy Train. Love this one.
Yeah, this is great on IPL Radio.
You're on Up Late with Evan and Nate.
Here on IPL Radio.
Quality content.
Top tier.
Your voice, your community station. You are listening to IPL Radio.